Ciao and welcome back with Chef Dona. Today a beautiful risotto, chicken and spinach risotto with pollo and spinach. What we need for this risotto, this recipe contemplates a serve for 4 people. We need 320 grams of arborio rice. We use arborio from Scotti, an Italian rice obviously. Then we need 4 chicken thigh, skin off, bone. You're gonna need 250 grams of baby spinach. It looks like a lot, but trust me, they're gonna disappear while cooking. 50 grams of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper as usual for seasoning, and 50 grams of grated Parmigiano Reggiano, 50 grams of butter, 1 onion, 2 garlic cloves, and 1.1 liter of chicken stock. You want to start with your chicken stock. It needs to be simmering to do the risotto. That helps not just the cooking process but also the absorption into the rice. First step, flame on over a medium heat. Half of your olive oil goes in, and you always start with your brown onion. So you want to fine dice, and then you want to crush your garlic, and goes together into the pan. In this case, you want some flavor, so you want to caramelize actually your veggies. And the first step will be onion and garlic, obviously, and then chicken goes pretty much after a few seconds in there. Again, watch your finger and knife ultra sharp. That will help actually not just the quality of your dice and the speed, but it will prevent injury, because you don't need to put too much pressure in there to actually cut your veg or meat or whatever. As you can see, it's effortless, just goes through like a hot knife into butter. Alright, now your onion is done. 2 cloves of garlic, crush, and then a rough chop. We can transfer those ingredients to our pot, saucepan actually. Why you need tall saucepan is because you don't wanna the stock to evaporate, boil and evaporate. You want actually to stay into the pot and cook your rice. Perfect temperature, start sizzling pretty much straight away. So as we said, you have 50 grams of olive oil, roughly half goes in to start with, your diced onion and roughly chopped garlic. Now it's time to cut your chicken. Alright. Sprinkle rosemary in a half into there. You want to saute that with your onions so it can release those essential oils. And then you will remove it. Simply because you don't want the rosemary to loosen and go into your risotto. It's always quite hard to bite into it. Not really pleasant. You just want the flavor. Alright, so you just slice your thigh into 1 centimeter strip, turn, and again into another centimeter. You end up having like 1 centimeter dice roughly of chicken. And you need 4 of those, as we said. So what I'm doing here, I'm just trimming off the excess of any fat or cartilage, if any. Also, always good to check. I'm using today a free range chicken, that's my preference, and a hormone free. Alright, this is actually pretty good. Not much to trim off. It's hard to say where this recipe, from which region this recipe comes from, but apparently it's from Emilia Romagna. Alright, the chicken is ready, and quick stir to your saucepan. Chicken goes in. Because you are adding cold ingredients to your saucepan, what you want to do the first minute or so is to actually put the flame right up to the maximum, so the pot keeps up. Seasoning, salt, 2 good pinches, and that's it. No pepper for now. Your stock is right there simmering. You don't want an hard boil, otherwise you're going to end up having less than what you need. Flame to the minimum, just to keep nice and hot. And that's it. Once your chicken start getting color, you can feel your pan actually going back on the temperature that you need. It's time just to slow down a bit. Alright. Once your chicken is completely seared and has nice color to it, then will be the time to go with your arborio rice in there. But before doing that, you want to remove your rosemary. Just want to have the flavors, as we said. 320 grams of arborio is ready to go in now, and you want to toast it. For how long? Is about 2-3 minutes, but a good measure to understand when the toasting process of the rice is done is when you start smelling toasted rice. But remember, you don't want to go too far away, simply because every single time that you smell an aroma in the air means it's going away from your pan or tray. Alright, now it's a game of waiting risotto, unfortunately. From scratch to the end, it will take roughly 25 minutes. About 15 to 17 minutes is the cooking time of risotto. 5 minutes to start and 3 to 4 minutes right at the end. So in total, less than half an hour, around 25 minutes. It's time now for half a glass of white wine. Today we have a Pinot Grigio from the Veneto region, which I believe will go really well with our chicken and spinach risotto. As we said, this is a recipe for 4 people, and rule of thumb, is 80 grams of raw rice per person that you want to have. Adjust your flame, let the wine evaporate. You just want to keep the flavors and the acidity of the white wine. You don't want to have the alcohol. At this stage, you want 2 pinches of salt, which will be the seasoning for your rice. As you can see, I like to season as I go. And now it's time to add your stock. So you don't want to transfer the stock all at once in your pot. You want to start with 1/3 of your quantity roughly, which is enough to cover your rice. That's it. Because your stock is already simmering temperature, as soon as you transfer it, you can see that your risotto is boiling already. And that's exactly what you want. Now, it's a game of stirring and adding stock as you go, and let pass the cooking process, which will take about 17 minutes. We're gonna add in there another 1/3 of your stock, which is about 350 ml, or 3 of those ladles. As you can see, I'm ready for the plating. I love it. Generous spoon to transfer your risotto, but before we get there, we need to let pass another 6 minutes. Okay, so we are on the 3rd step of our waiting game. Our risotto is cooking beautifully. Now it's time for the last lot in it, which will take approximately another couple of minutes. 3 tips for the best risotto ever. First of all, you want to cook it nice and gently in a tall pot. You don't want to use like a large fry pan. You will have a completely different result, and not only, you will probably need almost double of stock, and the cooking wouldn't be as even. You want to stir it as you go and add your stock as you go. That helps the starch naturally contained in your risotto to actually emulsify and give that creamy consistency at your risotto. Third, I would say, is definitely stop cooking your risotto when it's still a little bit runny, as it is now. Not too sure if you can see that. Still quite runny. You want to stop now the cooking process, and it's time for resting. Treat your risotto as you would treat a beautiful steak on your barbecue. You want to give a good 2 to 3 minutes rest. And this process, we call it mantecare. What you want to do is add in your Parmigiano Reggiano, that we said is 50 grams, and your 50 grams of butter, good stir, working those starches, butter and cheese together. And now it's when you want to add your baby spinach. So you want to do that in 3 steps, obviously. I don't like cooking, as as you can see, in my baby spinach, because I think that they lose completely consistency and flavor. Just like to put them right at the end. As I work my rice. Second load in. If you like your spinach cooked more than this, you just add them in the last 2 minutes of your cooking process. But I actually like also the vibrancy or the color of the baby spinach, so I wouldn't. Last lot goes in, keep stirring it. We're almost there. Another recipe in less than 30 minutes. This is definitely around the 25 minutes mark, from scratch to serve. Beautiful risotto. Which can be transferred into our serving dish, ready to go on a table. The last tip I can give you is that for a risotto, actually, you know what, I'm not going to be any fancy. I will just do this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Creamy, still nice and soft, al dente, which is with a bit of a bite. If you like to cook it more, do it. This is my chicken and baby spinach risotto. Thank you for watching. Please share it, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Buon appetito.